Thank you. And there are so many things to say, but I'll try to stick to my mandate as one of the co-chairs of GPEDC. So thank you for inviting me to this important event. I really support the objective to bring several initiatives together. And I think many of us supporting all the initiatives, so they can only improve our dialogues and coordination. GPEDC has a lot to offer all stakeholders, of course. As you know, the GPEDC supports countries to track and implement the 4 effectiveness principles: country ownership, focus on results, inclusive partnerships and transparency, and mutual accountability. The GPEDC monitoring is part of how we can track and deliver on the FFD4 commitments. The current 4th round, 23 to 26, is ongoing, and the 44 participating countries have all reached the results phase. Based on these, there are now ongoing multi-stakeholder dialogues at country level, which will feed into decision-making, hopefully, I should say, and reform processes to enhance the effectiveness of partnerships. This action phase is a new and more ambitious feature of the monitoring compared to previous rounds. We are now also preparing for the rollout of a 5th round to commence in 2027, which will feed data into the follow-up of both FFD4 and the Agenda 2030. So welcome with good initiatives and suggestions on how to do this in a very much improved way. In terms of the question of what needs strengthening, we will have better data to respond to this by the end of the year, when we will launch the Global Monitoring Report. The report will highlight progress and global trends in development effectiveness based on data from the 44 participating partner countries, 93 development partners, and many other development stakeholders. The report will be launched as a global online high-level dialogue first week of October, and then you might wonder, why is it online? Why is it not here in New York? And that is, of course, because it's more effective, cost-effective, and it will allow many more people to take part in an equal way in the dialogue and understand the results and have a good joint discussion. So I think it's a smart way of doing it. I would like to highlight a new feature of this 4th round, which is the Kampala Principles Assessment. This assessment will provide answers to how partnerships with the private sector can be improved and how the effectiveness principles are applied. So my response is stay tuned for the final results. However, if I'm to highlight one aspect which will be important to address, it is the need to build trust and strengthen mutual accountability between stakeholders. Finally, let me just mention the 2030 Pact on Effective Development Cooperation, which Sweden is a co-lead of. The pact is a space for evidence-based dialogues on key tensions, trade-offs, and solutions to strengthen the impact of development cooperation. We have held 2 online dialogue meetings so far, one with a deep dive into South-South cooperation and another on localization. The pact currently has 29 members. I invite all of you to take part in the dialogues. We look forward to working with all colleagues and platforms mentioned in the Sevilla Commitment chapter on development effectiveness, including IATI, DCF, TOSTE, and the OECD-DAC, to enhance synergies, find possible ways to streamline and to ensure that the GPEDC's contribution add to our joint efforts to revitalizing the development effectiveness agenda. Thank you.